Good morning, beautiful people.
Good morning.
Here we are, another glorious day in Billings, Montana.
Another October fabulous.
Yeah, it's wonderful out there. I'm getting my name tag situated here. Okay, we'll do that later. Welcome to Unity of Billings. Our Sunday services are being live streamed. Thank you for helping to support our ministry here at Unity by donating on PayPal and also on our website. You can see this information up here, so you can write it down if you wish. And thank you. Today we have the pleasure of listening to Rev Edee Weigel, and her message is connections. Yes, nice, very nice. October the 27th will be Leslie Fisher. She's going to share with us Original Grace, which is always great. This will be Leslie's second time speaking for us. Leslie is in the Unity Ministerial Program, and so we're just growing our own minister, which is always a good idea. Always good. On the 3rd of November will be Reverend Edee Weigel. The 10th, Reverend Marcia Reichert. The 17th, Reverend Edee Weigel. And the 24th will be Reverend Phil Zimke. And now, if you all take a deep cleansing breath and center yourselves, and we will listen together to the Unity song with David Friedman.
Every prayer is answered, every prayer is heard, every thought and feeling, every spoken word, what your soul has longed for, what your heart can feel, is already here, is already real. There is no one out there is no one else. You hold all the answers deep inside yourself. There's a voice that whispers, there's no you, no me. There's just one, there's just unity. One power, one presence, one light to lead the way. All loving, all knowing, that answers when you pray. When the world looks darkest and your eyes can't see, gather all your troubles, give them all to me. I am always with you, I will always be. I am one, I am unity. We are one, we are unity.
And as I light the Christ candle, which is a symbol of the indwelling Christ, Christ within all of us. And it is a reminder that the indwelling Christ is here with us today. And always, actually. All right. So, our daily word today speaks of loving on Sunday, October the 20th, 2024. And if you'll join me in affirming, loving, the boundless love of God expresses through me, I am loving. The boundless love of God expresses through me, I am loving. To be loving means to be kind, understanding, and generous. It means forgiving grievances easily and seeking to understand myself and others. In striving to be loving towards others, I begin with myself. Exercising self-compassion when I make a mistake makes forgiving others easier. Taking time for self-care makes it more natural for me to be a nurturing presence for others. Treating myself well helps to make my generosity spontaneous and frequent. Love is the very nature of God. I am a spiritual being, which means love is my nature too. Through my loving nature, I am positive, optimistic, hopeful, and faith-filled. I am the heart and hands of God on earth. I am loving. Love is patient. Love is kind. It bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. 1 Corinthians 1 Corinthians 13:4 and 7, as it turns out. Thank you. Will you join me again in affirming loving? The boundless love of God expresses through me, I am loving. That's a good feeling, for sure. And now our Unity Foundation Principle and our Unity of Billings affirmation. If you'll join me in affirming, there is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, God, the good, omnipotent. And our Unity of Billings affirmation that was crafted by our very own Unity chaplain, Charlene Inglis. Through divine wisdom and grace, Unity of Billings is vibrant, healing, and inclusive. And by the way, if any of you have any prayer needs, you can always check in with Inglis, Charlene. And she will be available to pray with you. She is a very, very powerful prayer partner. And now if you'll take a moment and gather your prayers, your tithes, your love offerings, hold them in your hands and infuse them with your love, with your energy, with your light. And join me in praying. Divine love flowing through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive, and I am grateful. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. Thank you for my health, Spirit. Thank you for my health. Thank you for my health, Spirit. Thank you for my health. My radiant, my radiant, my radiant health. My radiant, my radiant, my radiant health. Thank you for my life, Spirit. Thank you for my life. Thank you for my life, Spirit. Thank you for my life. My glorious, my glorious, my glorious life. My glorious, my glorious, my glorious life. Thank you for my wealth, Spirit. Thank you for my wealth. Thank you for my wealth, Spirit. Thank you for my wealth. My opulent, my opulent, my opulent wealth. My opulent, my opulent, my opulent wealth. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Oh, thank you. Thank you for this day, Spirit. I want to thank you. Want to thank you. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Every day I say thank you for this day.
Yeah. All right. Ah. Wow, that is such a good song.
And thank you for this day. Thank you for your gifts of your physical presence, of your energy, of your light. We are grateful and we are enriched as this energy and light moves through each one of us and our wonderful, beautiful Unity of Billings, into the community and into the world with light and love. And so it is. Thank you. So one of the things that we started out with, all right,
Dancing breath.
dancing breath, is we started doing this a couple of weeks ago and we kind of got somewhere else, we went somewhere else. But surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. We started our service out singing that. And I would like to continue that. And Reverend Edee Weigel just rewinded me about it.
I rewinded her, so it's
She
in
rewinded
the
me.
back of our hymnal.
It's in the very back of our hymnal. It's not the very last page, but it's almost the last page.
It's glued in there.
It's glued in there. So if you'll go to the back of your
It's
hymnal
very back.
and go back 1, 2, 3, 4 pages from the back.
Yeah.
Might be on page 394.
Right. 3 or 4.
Maybe we should put it up there.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. We should. Is everybody there?
I'll find it. Oh, yeah, that. Oh, okay.
Are we there?
Yeah, yeah. Are you
Fantastic.
gonna lead us?
Yes, I will.
Go.
Me, 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 me.
Okay, all right. Debbie can help us lead too, because she knows. She's good.
She knows this song, yes. Do
You can go help Linda. Debbie.
you want to come up here with me?
No, thank you.
Do you want me to come, you want me to come down there? Don't make me come down there. All right.
The top of my lungs. Just sing loudly, thank you.
That will help us. Okay, okay. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. I can feel his mighty power and her grace. I can feel the rush of angels' wings. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. Thank you. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
That was great. Thank you, Reverend Edee Weigel. Thank you for rewinding me. It is. That is a good one. I love that song, especially now that I know how it goes.
Yeah, we're learning it.
Yes.
Good to see you.
God bless you.
Thank you. Do you need some what?
I got some kombucha this morning.
Oh, good, good, good.
I've got kombucha, I can do anything.
That's right.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And I suppose, I wrote little notes here. I wrote this a long time ago. I wrote, officially chilly, I guess it's really fall. But we had that big rain and we had snow on the mountains. I don't know how many of you were praying for snow to put out that fire, the elk fire in the Bighorn Mountains. Many of us were. And it was remarkable when that very unusual low pressure system, as the weatherman on our local TV said it, a low pressure system swooped down by California, brought moisture. And I don't know, I was watching the radar from the whole United States, and it was this one big green band. Yeah, it went through Yellowstone, but it actually stopped and snowed on the Bighorn Mountains for like 30 hours straight. And I know the power of prayer. You know, and my boyfriend, he's like, oh, it'd be very unusual to have a storm like this at this time of year. I go, honey, believe in the unusual. Because the unusual becomes usual when you know the power. And I was just thrilled, because that just meant the world to me. I've got a lot of friends down there. But they showed the firemen. There's like 1,000 firemen. And they were sitting there in the rain and snow drinking coffee, looking up there and just going, wow. Now, it may not be 100% put out, but this was a great help. So thank you, Lord. Thank you, Mother Nature. So it's just thrilling. I have a thrilling life, because I always have something I have to pray for. Don't we all? Yes. So today I'm talking about connections. And of course, I always have something up my sleeve. This is not a normal connections. This is way out there, way out there. Before I get started, I wanted to tell you all how much I really like that little 5 unity principles up there. How many of us in this room know what those little cues mean? We have new members. We have new people here. So basically, it says, God is love, I am love, I think positive, I pray and meditate, and I do good, loving, and kind things for myself and others. I mean, that's my summary of it. Is that a pretty good summary? Okay. So I really like it. God is love, I am love. End of story. Okay, see y'all later. I'm gone. But it does just love. I mean, I'm in love with Montana. I looked at those yellow leaves and those blue sky, and it just makes your heart sing. I'm in love with Montana. Just walking around lately saying, I'm in love. I'm in love with my truck. I'm in love with my ranch. I'm in love with my horses. I'm in love with my pasture. And of course, I love my sweetheart. But being in love just lifts your heart. And I'm in love with being here in this church. I love unity. So I always have something up my sleeve, connections. Well, I looked up Webster's dictionary, as I like to do. And it's, connections, to conjoin, to combine, to associate, to unite, have a close relationship like a family or a marriage. And I like that, a relationship. But that's not what I'm talking about today. I'm talking about the thing that inspired Phil Morse 100 or more years ago to start a kind of religion that really wanted you to turn within, not outside. Like even the song, the Unity song, it's all inside of us. So I'm talking about connection with the higher self. Connecting with the source, God, and your own personal energy field. And here's the big word, your astral body. Ooh, the astral world. Now, you know, yoga's been around for, thousands of years. It was a martial art, 5,000 years ago. And evolved into, Yogananda coming on a boat right after World War I to America, because he was driven in his heart. He wanted to go to America and take this type of meditation, this type of prayer to America. And I'm sure, the Fillmores and other founders of these type of, expanded thinking churches, they were very motivated in the 1800s as well by this kind of a religion, where it was learning to feel what's inside of you. Meditation and prayer. Where do you go when you meditate? You go into the astral world with your astral self. It's your higher vibrational mind, what they call your higher self, your higher power. That sounds pretty magnificent, doesn't it? So we all have one, astral bodies. Sometimes we're running around like crazy and they're following along behind us trying to hang on, just like our angels. But it's our own personal energy field. And it's like the force that beats our heart. And it's like what rules our mind and our lives, but it's a little different. It's ethereal. It's a finer vibration. And I knew about my astral body early in life. Being as I grew up in, my mom was like a hippie, whatever, hippie health food girl. She went to the art classes and she went to Yoganandas and she went to see Ernest Holmes and, she found her niche. So by the time I was born, our house was full of everything, we grew up with it all. Yogananda passed away in 1952, but while he was in America, he started several really beautiful gardens that had a cute little church, and you could go not only to take yoga classes, but also to learn the depth of where yoga meditation can take you, how to meditate, how to be at peace, how to be calm. And I was compelled by an inner force. I was very aware of this early in my life. I feel very blessed. Of course, horses were one of my main interests, but Yogananda liked horses too. And if you've ever read his book, Autobiography of a Yogi, he talks about renting horses in the Himalayas and racing along the edge of a cliff with his friends. That sounds pretty death-defying. Well, I got to live in Encinitas next to what they called Swami's surf spot, but it was Yogananda's 30-something acres right there looking over the ocean in Encinitas. And I went to Sunday services there, and I was in the choir, of all things. So I just, I felt very blessed to be there. But while sitting there one day with my hands folded, I kind of got this, "You are moving to Montana," went through my mind. I went, I am? I am moving to Montana. But have any of you read Autobiography of a Yogi? There's a few. Yeah. I highly recommend it. It's about that thick, and it may take you a long time to read through it, but it's kind of the history of this type of thinking. Positive thinking, meditation, living in a higher mind, miracles. Just, everyday miracles, every day. But in the 1960s, it was the cool thing to be carrying one of these books around under your arm. We were the hippie movement. We were the meditating cool kids. And it's the book that Steve Jobs, the founder of Apple, had thousands of copies and gave to everyone that worked for him. And anyone that came to his house, he gave it to them. And it was the only book he had with him when he passed away. Just to let you know how much it meant to even some modern people. And of course, you may know the Beatles were really into meditation and yoga and yogis. And George Harrison was also a member of Yogananda's ashram. So we grew up with it. I looked at the Beatles, I went, I don't know what they're into, but it's weird, but what the heck, I was a little young than their age group. My sweet Lord, beautiful music. But all of this had a tremendous effect on our generation. We were the baby boomers, the huge change in consciousness, the atomic age, the Jetsons, Dick Tracy with his TV on his wrist. We did never know it was really going to happen. But for millions of us, it changed our lives and put us on a spiritual path. Can you imagine how groovy it was to go to New Thought type summer camp? I think I've told some of you the story where there's hundreds of us kids standing in circle, holding hands, singing "Let There Be Peace on Earth," the song that we sing every Sunday. So when we were all hippie kids in the 60s, we're holding hands singing "Let There Be Peace on Earth." We were the baby boomers. We knew we were going to change the world. And what was it they said? All you need is love. Feel that connection. I'm thinking about all those kids. I wonder where they are. Maybe I could find them on Facebook. But feeling that connection to God, to that group, and to the cosmos. And as we hold our hands every Sunday here to do this healing circle and sing "Let There Be Peace on Earth," we have connection of all of our astral bodies, our finer, subtle vibrational bodies. Our energy fields are completely connected. Thinking back in your mind, can you think back to when you were maybe a groovy kid and had kind of one of those aha moments where you felt something magnificent was inside of you? Taking a big deep breath, we sometimes breathe too shallow. Take that big deep breath. It's funny, it's like inspiration, inspire, breathing in. Think back to when you felt wonderful, maybe a little magical, something inspirational. And we've all had something kind of magical happen. I sometimes be thinking of a song and turn on the radio and there it is. I'm like, eek. Or you think of someone and then they show up or they call. Sometimes someone calls you and you know who it is even before you flip the phone over and it has their name on it. That's connecting with maybe your little bit of higher self, your astral body. We learn to look within when we have a problem or a challenge. Because inside of you is always the answer. You always know if you can just get calm, get silent, peaceful, then you'll know what you need to do. Thinking about your groovy childhood and or not, some of us had challenging childhood, but you can always have that magical, like a fairy tale child story. We all have that imagination. Breathing in peace, breathing in deep. Feel peaceful and letting go. Feeling loved. We have a great group here. We love each other. And we inspire each other. We have a great communication, connecting with all of us. Our minds can open to a wonderful idea. Sometimes I need an idea. Like I've got a blank canvas, I've got my paint, I want to paint something. I've got to meditate for a moment to get a picture in my mind. What do I want to paint about? I'm going to paint pictures of the mountains with snow coming down. By the time I finish the painting, the snow is coming down. Gave me something to do with that energy while I prayed. But beyond our ordinary perception, there's a larger dimension that transcends the physical, transcends the tangible. The physical body can sometimes be a burden, but the astral body is never a burden. We open up to a realm of subtle energies and heightened consciousness. And it's sometimes called the parallel universe. We're getting into some Einstein stuff here. Little Einstein, little Emerson. Those guys, they knew what was going on. They had meditated, they prayed, and that great inner wisdom was revealed to them. And they were motivated to share it with us all. It's a parallel universe. Whoa, this is heavy. Or it's light. Depends on how you want to look at it. But we all have two bodies. One physical and one astral. And the astral body never ages, never perishes, and never dies. Our journey with our own astral body into the astral plane invites us to expand our understanding of reality. Whoa, we're getting heavy. These are not my words, I'm borrowing them from Yogananda. Expand our understanding of reality and see beyond the material and embrace the spiritual. We can have a deep inner knowing of cosmic consciousness, Christ consciousness, he also called it. A fuller realization of God. God is great and mighty, and so are we. We are great and mighty. We can feel encouraged to explore the hidden dimensions of our being. You guys are all going to go home and type into YouTube, the parallel universe. It's amazing the things that show up on YouTube, because I guess artificial intelligence knows that I'm always looking up yoga and yoga subjects, and I'm always amazed what they have available. It's fantastic. These are hidden dimensions of our being. Things that we probably never even thought of. Probably thinking about where we're going to go, or fill up the tank, or get the fuel, or blow out the sprinkler system before it freezes for good. But we can venture into the unknown territories of our own very souls. We embrace the sacred, and we feel a great light within. Meditation. The more you meditate, the more you will develop the ability to just click right in there and talk about the God channel, and make a fun thing of it. Yeah, the astral universe, whoa, it's God channel. Meditate, just tune in, get rid of the static. The inner world is always calm. If you can connect with that, you are a master. Everything gets to be really fun. We have a great light within us, and it fills us with great peace and a calm joy. Our astral bodies are not a distant or inaccessible place. It is our vibrant reality that coexists with our physical body, and we can get connected. Here's the word. So now you know when I'm talking about connections, I'm talking about getting tuned in to something so magnificent, it's going to change your life forever. And it changes every single day. You get a little bit closer to balancing on that beam. Stay on the path, as dear cowboy Ernie would say, or in the poop. Ernie loved Yogananda. He took all the classes. He was meditating. You know, he had to raise his chair up. He had blocks under it because he's such a big guy, long legs. But he wanted to have everything perfect, the posture, meditation. These are some of his beads from Encinitas. You know, to have a cowboy that fell in love with yoga and meditation in my life, that was pretty fun. Definitely not a redneck. He was a cool dude. But to get connected and stay connected, you know, we can fall off the path pretty quick. You're like, oh, it's like I could have had a V8. I could have had a meditation here. V8, meditation. The vibrant astral world exists alongside the physical world. It is a parallel dimension that we can access. And I wrote under here, say that again. It's a parallel dimension that we can access through meditation and spiritual practice. Through meditation and spiritual practice, prayer and meditation, we can dedicate our lives to a higher level of consciousness. And we're living from a place of pure love and kindness and non-judgment. And it brings a new and perfect peace. Take some big deep breaths and let go. See, we all breathe too shallow. We have to remind ourselves. Take that big deep breath and fill your lungs with fresh air. especially fresh now that we've had that wonderful rain. By acknowledging our astral bodies and our place in the astral world, our connection, we gain deeper insights into life, death, and the nature of our own existence. We unravel the mysteries of the universe. We're all scientists, you know. We're all experimenting. The mysteries of the universe, and we can connect with our all-knowing spirit within. We're all just so marvelous. We're all such a miracle. Everything we do is a miracle, even breathing. Do you feel marvelous? We're all so amazing. Our light and our energies are all connected, and the energy is love. Love is the power. Pure love, the connection to the parallel universe. When you get connected, you know it. And you can be connected anytime you remember to take that big deep breath, put your hand on your heart. Sometimes you close your eyes and put your hand on your heart and you're just saying, take the reins, Lord. It's a joke. I ride a lot of horses. There have been a few times I needed help keeping control. I am not my body. This is, put your hand on your heart and say, I am not my body. I am not my thoughts. I am pure spirit. I am pure energy, cosmic energy. I am not my body. I am not my thoughts. I am pure spirit. I am pure energy, cosmic energy, and we are all pure spirit. We can all be a beacon of light. You know, we'll have to deal with people around us that, you know, and here I am, be a hippie kid. They're not real cool. They're a pain. They're a drag. There's the words. I'm coming back, the 60s. But you can simply sit there and be a beacon of light and just absorb everything they have to say with your wonderful filter and just, you know, let it go on by. You can pray for these people. You can shine your heart light on them and just be a good listener. You don't have to tell them what to do, and you don't have to feel the depth of their feelings, but you can just have love for them. That's how we're beacons of light, and we can be healers. And we can all be on an illuminated path of spiritual awakening and enlightenment. You know, every time you just can remember to just take that moment and just be there for someone who's a drag or unenlightened. You can pray for them, because just being a friend, just being that good person in their life might be the one thing that'll tip them over to finding a finer way to be. You just never know. Give them a house plant. A little one that won't die. A cactus. We gain a greater understanding of ourselves and the universe. So the more that you're tuning within, and the more that you're letting your light shine, you're being your part in the universe. We can all do this. We are unlimited. Isn't that exciting? You know, unlimited means we're unlimited in our patience and our ability to be quiet when we just really want to say something that we just think maybe we shouldn't say. You know, the quieter I get, the better my life goes. I save it all for Sunday morning. We look within for this enlightenment. Enlightenment. This light and love is within us. It helps us navigate the complexities of a life with wisdom and grace. And it feels so good. I mean, every day you say, I am wisdom, I am grace. I'm not a drag. I've got an open mind. So I'm inviting you to embark on a journey of spiritual exploration, a quest to uncover the deeper truths of our existence. And we open up to something awesome as we live from the inside out. As we dedicate ourselves to meditation, dedicate to yourselves to some meditation twice a day, even if it's just remembering to meditate. Oh, brush my teeth. Oh, I gotta meditate. Brush your teeth while you meditate. Do anything to try to remember. Try to remember to meditate just for a few moments, and then you'll start saying, I'm connecting. All of my bodies and all of my cells are connecting. We're all on the same road, heading the same direction. We're on a quest to discover the infinite possibilities that await us beyond the veil of the physical. Just remember, we are not our bodies. We are spirit. We step to a higher vibration with meditation. We embrace the boundless potential of our spiritual journey. And every day is like a pearl on a necklace that we are building. We're building something. Every single day is one more little bead living this life in grace and in the light. The astral world and our astral bodies are created and maintained in a realm of light and subtle vibrations. A dimension that transcends the ordinary and touches the extraordinary. I want to be extraordinary, don't you? That's when you hit every single light green when you're driving in. It's like it's going ahead of you. Rolls out that red carpet. The astral world exists beyond the reach of our five senses, yet is readily available. Prayer and meditation is always with us, and we become aware. We wake up. And just a simple affirmation, I almost said information. The affirmation information is, I am light. I am light. I'm light in spirit, but there's a light there. Tune in your inner radio to the God channel and connect your heart to this realm of the astral world. In this realm, the meditation of light, cosmic consciousness, and Christ consciousness rules supreme. We are guided by our own higher mind, and our own inner wisdom becomes clear. You'll hear that voice. The horses will be fine. Leave them in the pasture. Go to church. I thought I'd walk out there and get them in this morning. It's like, no, they're happy. Leave them be. Thoughts and emotions become serene, and we raise our vibrations to transcendence. Transcendence, that's a pretty great word. I want more of this. I want to be transcending. You know, it's like those little speed bumps, you know, and then if you go over the side, you go around some speed bumps. We're transcending these little speed bumps we have in life. And you know, there are some that are mighty big shocks if you didn't notice them. I saw a thing on TV about the Starbucks coffee rock. I think it was on TV. People that cut the City Brew rock, yeah, people cut the corner and they end up high centered on this rock. And everyone's leaving it there because they're just kind of amused that people would be, slow down, people. Maybe I'll meditate on that rock. I'll sneak over there in the middle of the night, write home on it. Or maybe we'll write Plymouth on it for Thanksgiving. Can't help but be funny. People need to slow down a little bit. Tune in, turn on. But it just makes my heart sing to share all this with you. You know, it's fun and laughter is a sign that you are on the path of transcendence. Transcendence, we rise above it. We transcend the small stuff and become more aware of our inner world, our inner spiritual power, and actually the wonderful availability of the power of God. For all of us who prayed and visualized snow and rain putting out that fire in the bighorns. I mean, I know they may not have it all completely snuffed out, but I know that all of them felt so encouraged in their hearts. And we become more connected to our spiritual path. We know where to go. We know what to do. And doors open for us. Our inner sight and our intuition becomes clear. We transcend and connect to our higher power. And we've all heard, you know, some groups, we have a higher power. They use that word a lot, but when they're like, what is that higher power? Our astral bodies, astral world, and our connection with God. We are connecting to our own inner sacred intelligence, our own inner spiritual life, and it's pure joy. And it really is anything outside this sacred space worth our attention? The less you pay attention to out there, the more you can feel what's in here. We need connection of our physical self with our astral self. We need it. It's life-changing. It's like, I remember, I'm waking up. It seems a paradox that the more we pay attention to our inner self, and turn within to our astral body, the greater our consciousness expands. So we get quiet, get small, and turn within, and yet our consciousness expands. And the more we pay attention to the outside world, and outside, the smaller we get inside, the more diminished our consciousness is. So it's kind of a paradox. Turn within, expand. And the problems of the world become things that we pray for, but we don't feel attached for, and they don't get us down. They aren't a drag. We've become more understanding of what cosmic consciousness means. And of course, we develop a habit of honoring our sacred inner self. So a simple idea is when our inner life is great, it makes our outer world great as well. So we take another deep breath and ponder this simple idea. My inner world is calm. Then I can create an outer world that's calm as well. Think about how, groovy those meditators feel, the committed holy men. Someone like Yogananda, wherever he would sit and meditate, all the flowers would turn and face him. The cut flowers in the vase. And the person that did the plants in the church had to turn and rearrange all the flowers. Wherever he'd been sitting, all the flowers would turn and face him. And these are funny little stories from Yogananda's Autobiography of a Yogi. And it's really worth having a copy to read it because it's so awe-inspiring, and it may stretch your imagination to the point of transcendence, but it's worth having this ancient knowledge. This is part of, we're human, we're actually ancient. Think about it, our DNA, our life, we're millions of years is in us. Let's have a little guided meditation. And when we're taking our meditation posture, we're going to close our eyes. And we're going to put both feet flat on the floor because this is helping our electrical body flow through the body, our astral body taking its place with our physical body. So we close our eyes and we turn our hands upward on our thighs. Our feet are flat on the floor. And we balance our head over our spine and just breathing deep and slowly. Breathing deep and slowly and feeling at peace. We feel the cool air flowing in, and you can hold your breath for just a little moment and then fully exhale, feeling the warm air flowing out, and hold for just a moment. This is a very simple, beginner-friendly way to meditate. Just feeling the air flowing in and feeling the air flowing out. And as you're meditating and breathing this way, you are connecting to your astral body. Breathing in peace and coolness, and exhale the warmth and feeling love flowing out to the world. We're connecting with the astral world and a higher dimension. We're connecting with our own expansion of consciousness. And we breathe softly, and we feel a lightness of spirit. Visualize the beauty of the night sky, the stars, the planets, the moon, and feel your heart lift as you visualize the beauty of the infinite universe. Millions and millions of stars. Breathing in cool air, exhale warm air. We are all part of this infinite universe. And visualize your inner body filled with stars. Breathing fully. That little moment of holding the breath, tiny pause. And you mentally affirm to yourself, I'm turning within. breathing soft, mentally affirming, turning within, I'm connecting with the astral world. Breathe slowly and fully and peacefully, mentally affirming, turning within, I am connecting to my astral self. Softly with the breath and meditating. Turning within, I am connected to my astral self. We are all an important part of God's perfect plan, God's perfect universe. We are all an important part of God's perfect plan and God's perfect universe. We are guided by God's wisdom at all times as we turn within. Feel yourself expanding in your astral world, your astral universe. You feel yourself at one with God. Breathing fully and comfortably. Feel that cool breath coming in and the warm air flowing out. Feel your heart beating. Feel the breath. We embrace the boundless potential of our spiritual journey. We embrace the parallel universe. We're living with our physical body and living with our astral body, harmonizing the inner and outer worlds. We are spiritual beings living in a physical body. We're not the body. We are spirit. Very slowly open your eyes halfway and look down at your hands, looking at your upturned palms. We all have a spiritual astral body that lives in the astral world, as well as a physical body living in the physical body. Physical body living in the physical world. We release everything to God's love, God's wisdom, and God's guidance. We're slowly coming back to this room, and you may feel like stretching, maybe a little yawning. It's okay to stretch your arms overhead, then I'll see who maybe fell asleep. This has happened. You feel connected with the parallel universe now? This is available. A little sample meditation. Just takes the time maybe for your coffee to make the coffee pot. Mine clicks on and I wake up. I hear that little click in the kitchen. And I can lay in bed and meditate a little bit while I'm waiting for it to finish making my brew. But the more we meditate, the better we get at it. The better we get at connecting. And I remember my mother, driving to church before there were freeways there, street lights turning red. She just go, street lights turning red, time to meditate. God is our help in every need. But we get better at it. And it's an amazing and transformative experience. In closing today, I want to invite you to explore more about the astral world and our astral bodies. It's on YouTube. A little bit of Yogananda stuff. It's magnificent, awe-inspiring, enables us to transcend the mundane. You know, I live a pretty quiet life out there at the ranch, but I get pretty excited when I start finding stuff like this. I'm like, oh man, this is cool. Makes me feel like I'm 14 again. That's when I was really groovy, meditator. Before I knew how to drive, you know, I had a lot of quiet time, ride my bicycle through the stables. We expand our consciousness and our belief and our faith, and we grow stronger. This connection grows stronger. The connection's always there. I remember something my father told me. I was having trouble with an electrical thing. It wouldn't connect enough to charge it, you know, a dead battery in a phone. And I remember my dad telling me, you know, sometimes moisture, condensation, whatever, will block that electrical, connection. Like, here I'm getting a lesson in connection, thinking about my dad, at the same time I'm writing about connections. So I did everything I could to clean that thing up or dry it out or whatever, and finally, I see the little light come on that it's getting, the battery's charging. So this is funny, our connection with the astral world, I think it charges up our battery. Why not? And we all have a physical battery. We have this electricity in us. It makes us grow strong. Why not? Let's stand up for the benediction.
Rev Edee,
Yes?
quick question.
Yes?
Well, that's not a question. I'm just wondering. I've been meditating every night for about 8 or 9 years. I mean, almost every night. But I look so forward to it, but I used to hate meditating. I thought it was just a waste of time. Found out different. But I no sooner get my earbuds in, and I usually turn on guided or music just to, and I am out. I mean, gone, but I'm not gone from the information. But I kind of keep thinking, and I wake up sometimes 1, 2, 3, 4 in the morning, and I got to turn the computer off and put it all away, but I still go right back to sleep. Now,
There's a thing called moving meditation. You can put the earbuds on and go for a walk, baby.
well, I guess I could pick a different time, but I look so forward to the end of the day and just having this, I guess maybe because it just
I think it's
takes
all
me
good.
away.
I think it's all good.
I wonder if it just takes me out of the whole body thing.
I think you're having a great experience.
Yeah,
I
and
wouldn't be too judgmental about
And I
it.
have the wildest dreams, not bad things, just crazy stuff, you know, I mean, I wake up and I go, wow, that was, but I'm ready for the next, I just think, I feel like I'm getting something from that, even though I miss the whole listening.
We never miss anything. Our ears hear everything, even when we're asleep.
So I guess
Yeah.
so, yeah. I wondered about that,
Yeah.
because I really, in the everyday life of living.
It's kind of like dogs, like meditation's like dogs. There's all kinds. Don't be too judgmental about your experience, because your experience will keep changing as you are meditating for years. What suits you now, you'll kind of evolve into something else. But like, I'm a moving meditator. I might be out there grooming the horses or walking the fence line or gardening or, cleaning the cat boxes. It's all part of moving meditation, because once you're in the spirit and you're connected, you can do whatever you like. A holy man, little guy, little guru, he's connected all the time. He never loses the connection. So it's all good.
When I ride the motorcycle, I am awake.
That's right. There you go.
And that's a meditation as well, I know.
That's true.
Anyway, I just thought it was kind of interesting that.
Yeah, and it's great to know that you're dedicated and looking forward to it, because there's something in you, like you do yoga every day, or you have a salad every day, whatever, your body knows it's good for you. It starts telling you, time to do this. Go eat that big salad. Yes.
I just wanted to say, I was only here one other time, but the positivity that I felt and got and stayed with me even
Stayed.
after I left.
Yes.
And I have been waiting to get into senior housing.
Mm-hmm.
And in next month, when they gave me the call, and it's been 23 months that I have been waiting.
Yay.
And not only do I get a room, I get a room with the courtyard, the best view,
Yes.
and.
A room with a view, yes.
And it's on the ground floor, and, the lady had been there for a long time, and so everything, all new cabinets, all new paint, all new carpet.
Fabulous.
Everything is brand new,
Fabulous.
and that's
It's a gift from God.
positivity.
Yes, total positivity. That's fabulous. Yahoo, Yahoo. All right, let's stand up for the benediction. The reason I give you guys a benediction is because every single day of my life, when I went out the door in the morning, 5 years old, walking to kindergarten, my mother would give us a benediction. God has gone before you, making plain, easy, perfect, straight, and joyous your way. She said it to me every single morning. Thank you, Mother. But my benediction right for y'all today, y'all. Right here, right now, we are explorers. We are growing and we're expanding in our cosmic consciousness, and we are magnificent in the parallel universe. Yahoo. God bless. Namaste.
Yay, thank you so much.
I'm not watching the clock.
That was fabulous as usual.